So imagine you have an iterable, a list or a tuple for example, and you want to apply a function to each element of the list and get a new list in return. This is called mapping. Let's start with a basic example. I want to raise each element of the list to the power 3 by 2 and get the result in a new list. So first let's import math, then we will write a function 3 by 2 which returns the square root of n cube. A normal way of approaching this might be to create an empty list, loop through the original list, apply a function to it and append the value to the new list. Straightforward, but what if you have a function that takes in multiple arguments? With this method it's doable, but what if the lengths of the input iterables are different? To solve all of this, Python has a higher order function called map. A higher order function is basically a function which takes in one or more functions as arguments or returns a function as its result. Let's take a look at the basic syntax. You pass in the function object along with the iterables and you get an iterator object in return. Let's approach the same example with map. We'll call the map function by passing in the function object, not the function itself by the way, because map takes the function as an argument because it's an higher order function. Then comes the iterable. Let's store it in a variable. Here we notice that the response we get is a map object. Map objects are iterators. That means you can use the next method to yield values from it. For now we can just convert it to a list and that's your new list. Now what about functions that take more than one parameter? So let's define the function x power y that should take in x and y and return x raised to the power y. Create an example list x values and another example list y values, and as you can see y values is shorter than x values. So let's map through them and see what happens. Map the function object x values, y values, and we'll just convert it to a list here, store it in result variable, and let's see the output. So as you can see, the mapping only occurs till the shortest of the iterable arguments is exhausted. That's map function in a nutshell.